Hello, friends. Today we are talking about language learning tenses. After having learned the major and minor word classes in English, let's now learn about the verb tenses. The term tense traditionally refers to the way a verb changes its ending to express the time at which an action takes place. The word tense came from a Latin word tempus, which means time. In fact, tense is a three-dimensional concept: time, aspect, and mood. Time, we have the present time, the past time, and the future time. Aspect, we have perfective aspect and progressive aspect. With the perfective, we see a period leading up to known time in the present or past. With the progressive aspect, we see an ongoing event at a known present or past time. Mood. A mood is a state of mind of a person to know how that person is currently looking at the world. We have three modes to convey different kinds of meaning. First one is indicative mood. It is used to starting or questioning matters. Second one is the imperative mood for clauses which, which orders, commands, or requests. And third one is subjective mood to express non-factual situations like wishes, hypothetical events, or conditions. Now we are talking about the present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay. Here, as usual, each tense has four subtense. Now we are talking about present tense. In present tense, we have four tense subtense. First one is simple present tense. The simple present tense is one of the most common tense in English. Using We use simple present tense to express usual and repeated action, events, situation, or habit. Forming the simple present tense by using the structure yes plus V1 plus object, subject plus verb first form plus object. For example, I go to school. Now, second subtense of simple present tense or present tense is present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, the action is going on, still going on, and hence continues. Using the present continuous tense is used to talk about action that are happening at this current moment. Forming the present continuous tense or structure, sub yes plus am is are plus verb ing form plus object. Remember, subject am oblique is oblique are plus verb ing form plus object. Yeah, note is very important here. Yeah, I is am is used for I, is used for he, she, it. Yeah, singular. Are is used for you, we, and they. We are using that structure, above structure, in the following example. I'm going to school. Now the third tense is the present perfect tense. In the present perfect tense, the action is completed or has ended and hence dream perfect. The exact time when the action happens is not important or hence it is not mentioned in this tense. This tense is used to indicate past action whose time is not given. For recently or completed past action, using a present perfect tense, we use the present perfect tense to express about the action which happens in unspecific time in the past and still have the result for the present. For example, or before example, we have forming the present perfect tense subject plus have oblique has plus verb third form plus object. For example, I have seen this movie. Now, fourth tense is present perfect continuous tense. In the present perfect continuous tense, the action has been taking place for some time and is still ongoing. The duration for which the action has been going on is usually mentioned in the present perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to indicate an action that began at same time in the past, is still continuing in the present and may likely extended into future. Yeah, using. We use the present perfect continuous tense to express about an unspecific continuing action which happening in the past or still have the result for the present, forming the con- present perfect continuous tense subject plus have oblique has been plus verb ing form plus object. Example, we have to use above structure in our example. I have been waiting for an hour. Now we are talking about the past tense. Here in past tense, the first one is the simple past tense. This tense is used for indicating action that is completed in the past at what you call definite past time. In the simple past tense, the action is simply mentioned and understood to have taken place in the past. The action started and ended sometime in the past, but the time may or may not be mentioned. Using, we use the simple past tense to express a completed action in the past. It means that the action happens and completely finished in the past, and it is usually used with a real time expression, forming the simple past tense subject verb second form. Remember, verb second form plus object. I brought a notebook yesterday. Past continuous tense. In the past continuous tense, the action was ongoing till a certain time in the past. This tense is used to talk about an action at a particular time in the past, forming the past continuous tense subject plus was oblique where plus verb ing form plus object. Note, was is used for I, he, she, and it, where is used for you, we, and they. For example, I was going to home. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to express something that happens before another action in the past, forming the past perfect tense subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. I had finished the work. It is the example of past perfect tense. Now we are talking about the past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to express something that is started in the past and continued until another time in the past. We use the past perfect continuous to show about an unspecific continued past action. This tense is used for indicating an action that began before a certain point of time in the past, continued up to the past time mentioned, and might extend it thereafter. Forming the past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had plus been plus verb ing form plus object. I had been waiting for a long time. It is the example of past perfect continuous tense. Now we are talking about the most important tense is future tense. The future tense can be or can refers to an action or state in affairs of the future time. It has four forms of expressions in the English: simple, future tense, future continuous, future perfect continuous tense. The first one is the simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to indicate a future action. It is used when we plan or make a decision to do something. Using the modal verbs will oblique shall, the future time is expressed in English language, forming the simple future tense subject plus shall oblique will plus verb first form plus object. For example, I will play football tomorrow. Second one is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is used to indicate an action going on continuously in giving future time, forming the future continuous tense subject shall oblique will plus be plus verb ing form plus object. For example, I shall be writing it later. Next, future perfect tense. The future perfect tense expresses an action that will occur in the future before another action or time in the future. Using We use the future perfect tense to show about an action which will happens in an unspecific terms in future. We say this before it happened. Forming the future perfect tense is subject plus shall oblique will plus how plus verb third form plus object. Example of that tense: I shall have written a letter. Now it is the last tense, future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense is used to talk about an ongoing action before some point in the future. This tense is used to indicate an action represent an being in progress or a period of time that will end in future. Using We use the future perfect continuous tense to talk an action which will happen and continue in an unspecific time in the future. Forming the future perfect continuous tense is subject plus shall oblique will plus have plus been plus verb ing form plus object. For example, I shall have been writing a letter. Through these various structures of tenses and example, we understand how to use tense in our day-to-day life. Thank you for watching video and subscribe channel for more videos.